Okay, it's 4:26 in the morning, 46.1 degrees on the 13th of April, day number 10. It's windy, but I'm gonna wake up. All right, good morning again, folks. It's 5:53 in the morning, 45 degrees even. Just breaking out of camp here. Camped near two other folks. Right next to a fella called Pagan from Portland, and right next to a gal, I think her name is Kate or Katie or something. Nice guys. It is windy. I'm not quite sure where the trail goes. There it is. Yeah, man, that wind was just slapping, kind of these intermittent convulsive fits of just very angry, fast, slapping wind, and then it would periodically just shut off for 40 minutes at a time or so, and then pick back up for another 20 minutes or so. And now it's been more on than off in the past hour and a half since I woke up. So I decided to throw on this shell. This is my Patagonia jacket, which I'll be mailing away in Idlewild here either today or tomorrow. But nice to have a shell. Again, just replacing it with the Gore-Tex, Z-Packs rain jacket. The Vierdaagse, I think they call it. Either way, despite the wind, slept okay last night. Definitely that wind rocking and rolling, flapping and baffling my tent all around. But she held up fine. Held up great. We had a couple of low clouds blow through camp. I don't think it would be entirely accurate to describe it as rain, but more just a low cloud kind of blowing through. Either way, today should be, in case you can't tell, all climbing, but not a lot of it because I have about 11 miles till the spur for the Paradise Valley Cafe, where I'll be jumping off and heading into Idlewild. So I gotta warm up. I'm gonna get moving, and I'll talk to you guys later. Almost feel like I only just said time for me to get hiking, but now I've just about made it to my destination. It should be less than a half mile from the Pines to Palms highway. You might see the cars going by down there. That is the access point for Paradise Valley Cafe, which would be just under a mile trail west, and I suppose compass west for that matter. And also a bail point for Idlewild. If you take this Pines to Palms highway further on down the road, eventually you wind up in Idlewild. Yeah, pretty cool day today for sure. That's gonna just about do it for me with respect to hiking. I've decided pretty well that I'm not gonna go by Paradise Valley Cafe. I just don't think I have a ton of business there right now, and I do certainly have a ton of business in Idlewild proper. I want to pick up a few packages. I want to see if they'll let me check into the hotel. I got laundry, all the typical town chores, resupply, all that stuff. If you recall from my loadout video, I've also bounced in a bounce box. I'm going to be bouncing all the way up trail, both hair clippers and a percussive massager, so that should be pretty neat. I'm looking forward to getting to those. Yeah, but it was definitely a groovy day. I still can hardly believe that they call this place a desert. No offense to any one of you who take pride in this desert. It is very beautiful, but man, there's a ton of wildflowers. I mean, today I was just hiking through a cloud. Hiking through a cloud all day. Just wild. But yeah, super pleasant. Almost AT vibes. Not quite. Definitely very different foliage. Certainly there was no yucca on the AT. But very cool. And never had to unfurl my sun cape on my hat. Never had to don my sunglasses. So that's always very neat. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get down to this road, see how long it takes me to hitch in. I will timestamp my arrival, put a little time of when I get to the road / when I get a hitch, just for record's sake. I will talk to you guys in Idlewild.
Post office before I take off.
See you then. Thank you.
All right, I'm checked in over here at the Silver Pines Lodge. I am in, I guess, accommodation number 1 called the Cottage. Thought I'd give you a quick look. I thought it was a 2-bedroom, but it turns out just to be a 1. And this is, again, kind of following that Colorado impulse I noticed on the CDT last year of being like private little cabins, I guess. So there's the bed right there. Looks like maybe a queen, maybe a full, probably a full, I don't really know. Nice big leather couch with this pack on it. Fireplace, TV, whatever, heater, fridge, pretty much a full enough but small little kitchen. And of course, bathroom in here. Got a tub with a shower, looks pretty nice. And of course, toilet and all that stuff. So you may have noticed my packages over here. I did pick up a couple of packages from the post office. I got to go through all that. I got to take a shower. I got to wash my shoes. I got to do some laundry. I got to eat some food. Town chores, man. Got to resupply, all that stuff. Oh my goodness, I got so much to do. But yeah, if you think town days are restful, you've never been on a through hike. So I'm going to get to it. Also got to upload videos, process videos. Oh my God. All right, well, happy to be here anyways. At least there's a bed I don't have to blow up and pack away and carry, so that's nice. I'll check back in. All right, guys, well, technically it's day 11 today, so I've kind of broken up the continuity of the videos. Usually on 0 days, I like to record a hiker interview, a little hiker chat, kind of let you guys meet a few of the folks I'm hiking with, but it's not gonna happen today, unfortunately. Today has just been super busy, as has yesterday, day 10, when I arrived here to Idlewild. But I feel like I've gotten a lot done. Just wanted to catch you up, just a quick check-in. Met up with the National Forest Service rangers who are here in Idlewild, over here at the San Jacinto district. Had a conversation with them about what the conditions are in the mountains. Also went over to the state park, San Jacinto State Park Ranger Station, which is conveniently like right across the street, essentially, from the feds. Had a conversation with them about conditions. There's another guy in town called Jackpot. He did like half of this challenging San Jacinto section already. Let me back up and say, to this point, I mean, this is totally a number I'm pulling out of my head, but to this point, I'm guessing that at least 90% of PCT hikers who have made it to where I'm standing right now haven't done the PCT through San Jacinto. It certainly seems that the vast majority of hikers have either come down Fuller Ridge Trail, Phobes Trail, and then gone up Black Mountain, or have just skipped ahead to a totally different part of the trail altogether. I'm going to be certainly not the first, but among the early wave of folks to go through San Jacinto proper and stay on the PCT, hopefully. Basically, the park only reopened a week ago, as I mentioned, and conditions are still rather challenging up there with respect to snow levels, ice pack, and lack of beaten trail. But as I mentioned, I met up with 2 different rangers from 2 different jurisdictions who both manage the mountain, and I met up with a hiker who's already done half of this challenging section. I've checked a lot of the comments on a lot of Far Out. I've checked a lot of different blogs and everything else. Kind of done my due diligence to research exactly what's going on up in the mountain as much as I can possibly come to understand it objectively without having been up there myself, and come up with what I think is a pretty solid game plan for how I'm going to go through. There's another fella called Monty who I just met up with, spent a couple hours with this afternoon. He did the AT last year, and he is out here and very excited to go through the San Jacinto region as well. So we just sat down and looked at maps, looked at topographic maps. After the conversations with the rangers, kind of wrapped our head around what the most challenging sections are, and came up with a plan that I feel really, really good about moving forward. It's going to be like 4.5 days or so to get through San Jacinto. I'm going to be meeting up with Jonathan Barber, a watcher of the channel, who's going to be helping me out over on the Interstate 10, which is kind of like the northern border, sort of the San Jacinto mountain, if you will. Hey, puppy. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and put those plans up on the screen. And you see we're just going to be doing relatively low mileage days. The hiker Jackpot, who went through half of this section already, said that he had multiple days where he was going maybe a mile an hour and stuff. Granted, that was about a week ago, a little less than a week ago. Conditions have warmed up since then, but it looks like for the most part conditions on the mountain are supposed to be accommodating, and so I'm feeling pretty good about it, and feeling pretty good about budgeting low mileage days and expecting them to be certainly not low days with respect to hours of hiking. So we'll see how we go, but that catches you up on what I've been doing for this entire Zero and Nero yesterday. Is pretty much just eating, researching, and planning for San Jacinto. Be embarking into San Jacinto tomorrow on day 12, which is Saturday, and again hoping to be down off of San Jacinto and to Interstate 10 on Wednesday. We'll see how we go. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time.